It's just such a great observation that you've just made because, when I do media interviews and stuff, people always ask me, what have I seen in my lifetime? And I can tell you, I mean, we've been at this a long time now, over half a century. And I can tell you in the early days, in the early 70s, early 80s, almost everyone who visited the farm was some sort of a creation worshiping hippie. And then here came the homeschooling movement. Here came, Raymond and Dorothy Moore and Michael Ferris at HSLDA. And I mean, we homeschooled our kids when the state truant officers were still confiscating kids from at homeschool and taking them out of the home, taking them to foster care because parents were ineligible to be parents who did something as aberrant as homeschooling. And then here came the homeschooling movement. And guess what? People, I mean, I get teary and all that. When I describe, we watched at our farm, we watched that demographic change, and the catalyst was homeschoolers. What happened was homeschooling became the flashpoint, if you will. I'm tired of this. I'm going to make a change. And then what happens is when you find truth, in one area of your life and you find it satisfying and encouraging and inspirational, you start asking, well, what else have I been missing? And so the next thing you know, these homeschoolers, they're pulling their money out of stocks and bonds. They're investing in other things. They're not going on Caribbean cruises. Instead, they're going on mother, daughter, father, son mentoring, camps in Colorado, whatever. And the next thing you know, there's a honeybee, a beehive in the backyard, and a flour mill on the kitchen counter, and they're grinding oats and barley and making sourdough bread. There's sourdough mother over here on the counter, and before you know it, there's a cow in the backyard, and they're making butter. And this is a natural progression of finding visceral affirmation in connecting to the most fundamental parts of life.